Right now, somewhere on the planet, a grown adult is screaming at a television because 22 strangers are kicking a ball. Their heart rate has spiked past what it would during a real physical threat. They have never met a single player on the field. That seems irrational. But the real reason you care this much is far stranger than sports. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a war and a match. Billions will watch the 2026 World Cup, spread across the United States, Mexico, and Canada. 48 nations, 104 matches, and in every one of them, something ancient is being triggered. Something that has nothing to do with soccer and everything to do with survival. Go back to the world your ancestors actually lived in. No stadiums, no jerseys, just small bands of humans competing for water, land, and food. Knowing who was us and who was them wasn't entertainment. It was survival. The anthropologist Robin Dunbar studied how these ancestral groups were structured. He found that human brains evolved to track roughly 150 meaningful relationships, a number now called Dunbar's number, the natural size of a human coalition. A World Cup team has 11 players on the field, small enough to feel personal, small enough for something ancient in you to say, "This is my group now." But identifying with a group is only half the story. In 1954, a psychologist named Muzaffar Sharif split ordinary 11-year-old boys into two teams at a summer camp. Within days, with nothing real at stake, they raided each other's cabins and burned each other's flags. Just a label was enough to manufacture hatred. Does that sound familiar? It's the same energy in every stadium during the World Cup, just with 48 nations instead of two cabins. A researcher named Henry Tajfel pushed this further. He split strangers into groups based on something meaningless, like a coin flip. Still, people favored their own group and treated the other one worse. Your brain doesn't need a good reason to divide the world into us and them. A flag will do. A jersey will do. So when you're irrationally furious at a country you've never visited because their team beat yours, you're not being petty. You're running code that kept your ancestors alive. And it's not just mental, it's chemical. A neuroscientist named Karsten de Dreux studied oxytocin, the so-called bonding hormone. His research found it doesn't just make you love your own group more. It makes you more suspicious of outside groups. The same chemical bonding you to your team's colors is what makes rival fans feel like a threat. Here's the twist. This ancient tribal machinery, once built for survival conflict, has been rerouted. Instead of spears, penalty kicks. Instead of raiding parties, transfer windows. The World Cup didn't invent your tribal instincts. It gave them somewhere safe to go. Sheriff found something else important back at that summer camp. The hostility didn't end with a lecture. It ended when both teams needed each other to solve a shared problem. For a moment, us and them became just us again. Maybe that's the quiet gift hidden inside a global tournament like this one. For 39 days, nearly 200 countries sit in front of the same broadcasts, feeling the same nerves before the same penalty kicks. The tribal lines don't disappear. But for 90 minutes at a time, humans get to belong fiercely to a group without anyone getting hurt. And this isn't only happening in stadiums, it's happening every time you feel superior watching a rival team, a rival party, a rival company. Every time your chest tightens defending your side online against people you'll never meet, over something that doesn't actually threaten your survival at all. You are Robber's Cave. You are the minimal group paradigm, just with better production value. So the next time you're gripping a couch cushion, screaming at a screen because 22 strangers are kicking a ball, remember what's underneath. You're not watching a game. You never were. You're watching 200,000 years of tribal survival instinct finally given somewhere safe to run.